Hey, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 19th of July, 2025. This is my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So welcome everyone. Thanks for watching the video. If you do like it, please hit the like button, hit subscribe button. It's always appreciated. I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. It's only 10 a.m. local here. Yesterday I did a visa run up to the border, so it was a long, boring day, but I got another 3 months now in Vietnam. I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam. You can't get a retirement visa here, which is a real pain. So like if I went to Thailand, Cambodia, Malaysia, I can get retirement visas there, but not in Vietnam for some reason, so not good. Here we go, talk about visa. Here comes messages from my visa agent. All right, my football team, rugby league, the Roosters got beaten yesterday, which wasn't good. Now, today we've got the first British and Irish Lions test match against the Wallabies, the Australian side. It'll be a big game. I'm not confident. As an Australian, I'm in two camps because I was born in Scotland and I lived in Scotland for the first 7 years of my life. So the problem is you've got to put up with all the English people and Welsh. The Welsh haven't won a rugby game forever in their red jumper, so as part of the Lions contingent, if there is any, they'll get a win probably today. The Irish and the Scottish, I can put up with them, but the English will be giving it to us. It'll be a big day. Looking forward to it. Formula One's in their summer break. Obviously, big news. Christian Horner being sacked from Red Bull. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens when they all come back. So, yeah, go the Wallabies, but it's going to be a long day, I can tell you. Listen to the crowd. English seem to travel well when it comes to rugby. All right, let's get on to the charts. Where are we? Right, TradingView. We'll stick with the daily charts this week. Last week we had a look at the 8-hour charts. Look, come Monday there's nothing to report. It's all very quiet, so we'll just go through a few things. I don't know why that's highlighted. Oh, yeah. All right, so this is TradingView. This is my watch list on the right. I do all my analysis on TradingView. All my trading these days is done on MT5. I don't think I've got any live MT4 accounts left. I still use MT4 for testing because the simulator works on MT4. So that's what I have an MT4 account for. And every now and then, like members, and I appreciate it, they send me indicators or EAs to check out, and a lot of them build an MT4 still. So yeah, I still look at it, still play with it, but it's MT5 for me these days. So I'm not a trade signal provider. All I do is give them a few trade ideas and a few different ways of managing trades. So have a look at them, see what you think. It's up to you whether you take the trade or not. Don't follow me blindly. Do your own due diligence. All my trading is based on the high probability setup, so nothing changes there. So it's still these red and blue dots on the screen, the QMP filter dots, the MACD Platinum, and the QQE Advanced. That's the three indicators I've been using forever, and it's just different ways of managing the trade. So we'll go through the list here. AusCAD, last trade was this sell. We're in a loss recovery. MACD Platinum. If you don't know what that is, go to my YouTube channel. Obviously my YouTube channel at the moment. Go to the playlist called Profitable Forex Trading. You'll see different videos there on loss recovery, dollar cost averaging, multi-sequence hedging, traditional hedging. You see them all there. Loss recovery on the MACD Platinum. So basically taking valid. So the first sell was this one here. This grey vertical line, took a sell there, got an opposite QMP filter dot, closed a trade, took a loss, waited for a second valid signal, which happened to be a sell, took a sell here, and these are our target levels, target 1, target 2. All target 1 is where I can just get out of the trade completely and recover the loss. So it's basically a break-even result. Target 2, if it pushes right through target 2, in a 24-hour period, I may then just bolt the close or partial close on the second trade and put a stop in place and try and make more money. That's all it is. See my notes for the second trade here. There's regular bearish divergence, all very tight, all very sideways. MACD platinum's just above the zero level. It was starting to look not that good. It started well on the first day, poked down, but we had that funny looking candle there, and we've got the complete opposite candle on Friday. There was a bit of a reversal on Friday in a lot of the pairs, so you might hear some banging in the background. There's a construction site directly across the road from me, and they're now at the level, the second level. They're directly in line with my eyesight, looking out of my window as I do this video. So there's a bit of a hammer time, and it's like 7 days a week. Right, so it's the AusCAD. We're in a sell, not going that bad, not going that good either. Oz Swiss, nothing doing, no signal. We're in a downtrend, just doing. Last signal was this buy signal here, which we didn't take. It's right up against the MAs, against the trend, no supporting divergence. Now the MACD platinum's above the zero level, so we'll probably get rid of that grey line. It's not even valid anymore. So we're just waiting on something. Aussie yen, took a couple of previous trades here. There's a buy here. You can read my notes there. Buy. It was obviously a loss. Took a sell. And that was a loser too. And now we're waiting on a valid MACD platinum signal. Being a yen pair, you get this sort of typical divergence. Get rid of that line, don't you? You get rid of you get a lot of this bullish regular divergence with yen pairs. You'll see it when we get down to the euro yen and the pound yen. So just waiting on a signal. MACD platinum's above the zero level, so I'm in sell mode. Remember, when the MACD platinum's below the zero level, looking to buy. When it's above, looking to sell. So yeah, going nowhere. We just got a loss that we $353 roughly total loss today. Just waiting for a valid signal. Any one of these highlighted in yellow means I'm waiting on a signal. That's what that is. And Aussie's similar boat. It's been tough to trade. We've got this big regular bearish divergence. Took a sell, took a buy, took another buy here, valid, nowhere. Now waiting on a signal. The last one was this sell here. I didn't like the setup. It's right on the moving averages. It's right on this this green dashed line, which is a big round number. In this case, it's a 65-cent level, which is a sticking point. As you can see, price is at it. This is the 60-cent level. So it's a big round number. So we're just waiting on a better setup. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines for potential divergence. This is probably going to drop down lower, hopefully. That's what I'm planning on at the moment. It probably doesn't qualify. I'm just waiting for it to drop. It may or may not, because it's pulled up a little bit, but it's, like I said, Friday there's a bit of a reversal. We had a couple of sort of bearish, then we've sort of bounced around a bit here. So we're waiting on a trade 4. Loss is about $623. Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, as you'll notice, it's the only price that's actually moving. It's a 24/7 market. So just be aware of that, especially if you're trading it on the 8-hour chart like I am. I have to check it a couple of times on the weekend. I keep on forgetting. Just not habit, you know. Like, there's a lot of things I don't do on the weekend I do during the week. Like, I do meditation and affirmations Monday to Friday. Don't do them on the weekends. Do exercise during the week. None on the weekends. Whereas the opposite, I drink beer on the weekends, don't drink during the week. All right, so let's have a look. We're in this buy from the 25th of June still. Stop and place, can't lose in that. I could probably start looking at moving this stop up a little bit, no big deal. In the meantime, I took this sell here on the 16th of July. Initially went against me, but it's back down near the entry level. There's a high risk trade. You can read my notes there. The MACD platinum's a long way above the zero level, and I like the fact we're at the $120,000 level. It's a big round number. You know, look, remember the 100,000 was like a absolute magnet. If we go back in time, you can see a lot of drama around the 100,000. Like a magnet there for a long time. Now we've popped up and we've got the 120. Look, I'm still thinking, and I say it to myself, but I don't actually follow my own rules here. Ideally, you should only be looking for buy trades. That's a smart thing to do when it comes to Bitcoin. A bit like stocks, even gold or silver to a certain extent. Been doing a lot of testing on historical charts, and I want to get more into the crypto trading side of things. There's still a lot of correlation amongst a lot of the big players like Doge and Ethereum and Bitcoin, and so, and with the MT4 platform, which I'll be doing my trading on, you're limited to mainly against the US dollar, so there's that correlation with the USD. So, but it tends to, the smart options to take the buys only. So, but I keep on taking these sell trades and I keep on suffering a result, like me in yen pairs. I keep on trading the yen pairs. I don't know why. Anywho, so we're in the sell. It's just above the entry level in this buy. So that the buy's offsetting the sell loss at the moment. And I'll do like the fact that the MACD platinum's a long way above the zero level. All right, Euro Aussie. Now this is giving me a bit of grief. We're still in a traditional hedge with this. So these are all trades. So sell, hedge buy, second sell, second hedge buy, third sell, and we've got a break-even level, that yellow dotted line, which we've poked through a couple of times. The first time, it was a convincing one on this bearish candle. The MACD platinum wasn't through the zero level, so in hindsight, I probably should have closed. And I think the swap fees, it just wasn't enough to cover the swap. But because price is at the 50 level, the trend's up, I probably should have just taken a small hit. But I didn't, and then we've got bullish candles, so we're back above the break-even level. But the thing I like, they're all very tight. It's not a pair I get too concerned about. So the reason we've got this grey vertical line here is we've got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So I could probably, and I should just draw this while we're here. So I missed this when I was doing my checking. So we've probably got some sort of divergence there. I think it all on the other chart. So potential there. And there's your other one there. So there's that low there. So there's a potential hidden bullish divergence forming there. Now, obviously got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, but we haven't got a confirmed blue QMP filter dot. A little bit tight to see. I might start. What I might do here is, depending on what signal I get next, I might just go into DCA mode on this pair. They're all pretty tight, so I can probably work my way out of that, no problems at all. Right, Euro Yen. Now, like I said about the Euro pairs, last signal was this sell here. Price is a long way from the moving averages. MACD platinum's a decent level above the zero level, so it's worth a shot. Generally, price doesn't stay too far away from the moving average. Well, moving averages are a math formula based on previous, in this case, that's the 50, so it's 50 days. But price is still going up and up and up, and the MACD is still going down and down and down. And even though we did get one blue dot there, it soon went back to a red dot, and it hasn't been a blue dot since. So I've drawn this trend line, which I keep on slightly adjusting every day. So probably drag it across that low there. It's not an exact science trend line, so don't get too stressed about if they're, across the tips or the. I generally just look for the main body. That's it. It's not an exact science. So because this sell signal is still valid, and what I mean by still valid is there's a red QMP filtered dot, and there's no blue dots anywhere there. Even though price is going up, I'm in this sell. There's no blue dots. Now, if you had a stop in place, you trade in this traditional way, your stop would have been just below the red dot, just to give yourself a bit. So you would have been stopped out. I'm not. I'm trading without a stop, which sometimes with the yen pairs, you can regret that. But what I'm doing is looking for a second sell. And that's basically it. And it's not happening at the moment. It doesn't even look like we're going to get a buy. So I don't know how far it could go. And that's why you see me and others talk about the yen pairs. They are a different beast. It's a currency of safety, so a lot of people tend to go to the yen when things are looking a bit grim in other places. So just be aware of that. But when they work, they can give you some great returns. But like anything, the greater the return, generally the higher the risk. And this is the stress levels of trading the yen pairs. Right, Euro USD. Right, there was my buy trade from the 20th of May. So it was a, hang on a sec, let's just get this right. I'll pause the video a sec so I can check that. Yeah, my bad. I ignored the buy trade. The buy trade's still in. So the buy trade from the 20th of May is actually still open. It looked like it came close there, but it didn't. Actually, if you just flick over to a 1 hour chart, here it is here. Here's that stop. This is a 1 hour chart. So we're still a fair distance from the stop. Just an easy way of having a look if you're in doubt. But what happened was I took a sell here, initial sell. This is over here now. I took a sell there, had a reversal, so we took a loss in that first one. Second valid signal here, took another sell. Recovered the loss, closed out, recovered the loss, put a stop in place, did a partial close, and stopped out on that there for an overall profit. Same day, basically 16th of July. So on the open of the 16th, which is this candle here, on the open I closed and recovered my loss. Closed there, set stop, loss recovered, and put a stop in place. And later that day, it spiked up, stopped out, and it's just been going sideways. So we're out of the sell. I just leave it on the chart for you guys to show you what happens. So we're out of the sell completely. All I've got is one buy on. So it's the Euro USD. In the meantime, similar to, I think it was the Aussie, was it? Similar sort of setup with potential divergence forming there. Potential hidden bullish divergence. Has it come back close enough to the 50 moving averages? I think so. We'll see. But I've got a buy on at the moment, so we'll see where it goes the next couple of days. So we're in a buy only in the Euro USD. Pound Aussie in a sell from the 3rd of July. It's come down. We're at this previous low here now. We've already closed half, put a stop in place. It was heading up, but now Friday's starting to head back down again. Blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. Is it a trade I'll take? Yeah, if there was a buy signal, there's a good support level there. But at the moment, we're in a sell we can't lose on, which is good. Pound CAD, very similar. Took a sell back on the 3rd of July. Closed half. Got a stop in place. Again, starting to bounce up. But Friday coming back down again. Blue dot on the MACD platinum. Got this support level and price. Same. Pound Swiss. All right. Took a buy in here. High risk traders trading against a downtrend. But I like the fact that price is a long way from the moving averages, so I took a buy. It's continued down. There's sort of I guess there's probably some divergence here on the MACD platinum. MACD platinum's held pretty steady. So it's still a valid signal. Drawn this trend line across the highs. Had this clear bullish candle that broke the trend line. Closed above it here. Took a second buy. And as Murphy's Law would have it, it's just gone straight back to the trend line. So gone into DCA mode, DCA, dollar cost averaging. So I've got a 1 buy, 2 buy. There's the break even. How close is that? Didn't get there. MACD platinum still below the zero level, so I'm still in buy mode. So now I'm committed to a DCA trade management technique. Ideally, you take a buy here, you want it to go up, but it didn't. So that's where we're at with the pound Swiss. Pound yen, we're waiting. We've been absolutely hammered on this pair. We initially started with LRQ, loss recovery based on every QMP dot. And in this case, it's been a lot of dots. So we've got a lot of sideways action, no winners, big loss. We're trying to recover. Again, it's a yen pair, got this big, regular, bearish divergence. Price just grinds up, MACD just grinds down. Now we're at it close to this green level, 200. 200. You can see previously, it's got, see this? Same. It's got up close to it and dropped away. Now, whether that happens or not, who knows? But it's a big round number. So I'm just waiting. And the targets, if I do get a trade, the target's going to be way down here. There's no way I'm going to make it, but I just want to try and make some money on some of the trades. That's all. All right, pound USD. Let's have a look at this absolute nightmare. I'm not going to repeat what I've said in many, many videos, but the good thing is we're starting to head down amongst the yellow lines. It looks like an absolutely dog's breakfast on this chart. We've got lots of trades on. We've got loss recovery. We've got multiple sequences on. So it is a nightmare, and it looks messy. We've now, MACD platinum's a long way below the zero level. We've got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So I'll just go to, there's a couple of pairs, I've just got cleaner charts, and the pound USD is one. So there's my overall break even, that yellow solid line there. I do have about $580 in the bank, so I can use that for a bit of pruning. Pruning, all I mean by pruning is, say this one trade here was minus $584, I can close that. My profit to date will be zero, but it gets rid of my worst sell trade or something like that. You can just get a bit creative. Let's go to the pound. Here's a cleaner chart, same pair. This is where I started the sequence here. So, and my last sell trade was here, which was sequence 10. Already closed half, brought the stop in. Now I could probably trail that stop down a bit. We've got a bit of support level here. And as I said, we've got the MACD platinum a long way below the zero level. But if you move that line, it's been a pretty sketchy week. A lot of sideways action. So that's Monday's candle there. It started there and it hasn't really broken a high. It's come down and it's sort of in a range there. That's the whole week there. Looks good on the 3-minute chart where I'm trading that EA because there's a lot of action in there. But for the daily chart, it's not much happening at all. It looks like little flickers. But in the 3-minute chart, there's some huge moves. So we're just waiting. See if it keeps on going down. It's at the moment everything's revolving around the US and all the different tariff things going on and on. So, right, New Zealand CAD. This is a pair that's just sideways, sideways, sideways. In a couple of sequences, actually in 3 sequences. Sequence 2 is a traditional hedge. So sell, hedge buy, second sell, second hedge, third sell. Break evens there. We poked through a couple of times. Probably should have, it closed right below it. Probably again, not enough to cover the swap fees, then bounced straight up the next day. A follow through on this candle would have got me excited. And it would have got me down in my overall break even, but not to be. But it's no big deal. It's not a pair I'm going to get stressed about. And I'll keep on saying that about some pairs. And look, every pair can bite you on the bum. There's no doubt about it. But this is a pair that will rarely bite you on the bum. That's what I mean by that. Generally, it's a pretty straightforward pair to trade. So even though I whinge and bitch about it every week on the videos about all this sideways stuff, in the 8 hours, it's just a grind. On the 8-hour chart, it's just a grind. And I'm not making big money, but I'm making consistent money. So we just got to wait and see. So sequence 2 is that traditional hedge. Sequence 1 is hedged. So it's also buy, hedge, sell, second buy, second hedge, sell. And sequence 3 is just a sell. Now I probably should look at, yeah, all right. Where's that grey line? I might do something. I'll give it one more day on sequence 3. I've just probably missed it there, but I should really close half and put a stop in place and start reducing the number of trades on this. So New Zealand CAD, I'll have a look at that. I'll make a note of that. New Zealand CAD. Yeah. All right, New Zealand New Zealand USD, we're waiting. This is a message. It's we're on a loss recovery. The first one was this buy here. Didn't take that sell. I probably would have recovered that loss. The reason I didn't take the sell, again, we're going into a big round number. It's a 60-cent level, and we're right in the 50 moving averages. And the MACD Platinum is just above the zero level. And by the time I take the trade, it was already below it. So it wasn't a great setup. In hindsight, it probably would have recovered the loss, but no big deal. It's only a $54 loss, which is not a big issue. Again, we've got that same, like a lot of the USD pairs, we've got that same potential hidden bullish divergence forming. So we're just waiting on a signal here. I don't think it's going to come anytime soon. There is obviously a blue dot on the MACD Platinum below the zero level, but again, Friday we've had a bit of a mixed bag on Friday. Oop. So just wait and see on the New Zealand USD CAD. There was not much getting very close to my overall break even. This is a pair I've been in for a long time. Sequence one's all the way from back here, 1st of April. We've taken a few sells along the way, haven't we? I don't know if we've made any money or not on this. No, I don't think so. And we're just trying to get back up to this level here. This yellow solid line's my overall break even. Sequence 4 was a sell. Prepare to take a hit on that. I'll just be glad to see the back of it. But no problems going into loss recovery on this. If once these trades clear, if they ever clear, then I'll keep on trading the USD CAD and I'll just go more on the loss recovery based on the MACD Platinum. We're getting close. Overall break even, but geez, taking some time. Singapore dollar, very similar. All right. First thing, I'm in a dollar cost averaging sequence from back here, which is a long time ago. I did pivot 31st of January. But I had these 3 sell trades from this date up here. Stop and place was down here. They were all stopped out during the week. So that's what that is. So they're gone. All those sell trades are gone. So I've got an overall profit, roughly about $3,480, give or take. It's already banked. We just want to see this go up. Singapore dollar, I want to see it go up. It's a messy chart. I'll tidy this chart up once we've done the video, but like the pound USD, I've got a second chart, a cleaner chart. Same pair, just to show you that we've got conflicting divergences here. This is just exactly the same chart. Potentially setting up for a hidden bearish divergence here. So prices are lower lows and the MACD is grinding up. I just want to see this go up higher for that previous chart, but then you've also got this regular bullish that's probably not playing out that well. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. All right, silver, XAG USD, waiting on a potential second. What do we got here? So there's my first one. I took a sell, had a reversal, out for a loss. Fairly big loss actually, $841. Took a while to get there. There was a buy signal here. I didn't like it, mainly because price didn't come back to the moving averages close enough. I was a little bit tempted because this round, the green dashed line is the $35 level, which is a round number, but even it didn't sort of sit on that very well either. So I decided against it. And in hindsight, it's probably a good call. In the meantime, we've got this regular bearish divergence forming now. See, price is going high, but the MACD's not following it. And we're getting close to the $40 level up there. So we're just in no man's land at the moment, just waiting on a potential setup. Hence, it's highlighting that yellow-orange colour. Just try and make up that loss. XAU, USD, gold. Absolutely sideways forever. I'm in multi-sequence hedges here. Got a lot of bit of profit, $974 profit locked in. These yellow lines are my break-even levels for certain parts, and I've got a lot of hedge at the moment. You can have a look at the notes there. Pause the video. got some trades I can win. It keeps on teasing me and going up. The last trade was this buy here. It just do my head in. Here's a cleaner chart. Again, this is my third clean chart. Just shows you a lot easier. It's, you look at something like this, it's just an absolute dog's breakfast. It's hard to see what's happening on the chart. So that's why I just have a second chart. So it's a lot cleaner just with my most recent setup and the notes on that chart and where we're at. So the last one was this buy here. And it's since there, look at that. That's just absolutely sideways. You saw what silver's doing. Silver and gold tend to move the same a lot. Big round number up here, 3,500. Price absolutely come within 3 cents of it up here on that date. And we've got this resistance level and price. I just want to see this pop up back to this level or even up there, and that'll make me a happy camper. Then try and trade those other sequences down. All right, US stock market, we've made an all-time high on Friday, but it seems to be going nowhere. The last thing was this sell, regular bearish divergence, which is a common occurrence on the US stock market. Now, like I said, with Bitcoin and that, if you want to short the US stock market, good luck to you. I know people do it, maybe individual stocks, but it's got to be easier money. The low-hanging fruit's on the upside. And I don't know, if you just took the buys, you'd be wealthy, especially with dollar cost averages, these buys. Not any stock. Most stocks. When I say most stocks, I don't mean your penny stocks or the ones that are worth less than $1 or whatever, just your top 500, I guess. Right, boys and girls, that's it for the video. This is going to be done very early in the day. I'll do some further time on the historical charts. Got a bit of testing on our new EA. I know we've been talking about an EA that we're developing for the dollar cost averaging. It takes a lot to build one, and it takes a lot of testing. It's not too bad for me, but my partner in crime, he's got family and work commitments, and he's my coder. I'm the tester. He does all the work. I just it's a joint venture. Yeah, we're getting closer. We're getting much closer, but it's still small things we've got to work out, stuff like that. So I'll do some work on that this afternoon before I start drinking beer and watching football. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Thanks for watching the video. If you do like them, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. And I'll talk to you good folk next week sometime. Cheers.